What's up guys? Today we're going to check out a mini PC that won't break the bank and it's smaller than the Radio Master Pocket. So this is pretty cool. If you're somebody who needs a PC but you don't want to spend $1 million, if you don't want to spend $1,000, if you want to spend $2,000 or whatever, these little mini PCs are pretty cool. They start at about $200 and the one I got is outfitted for around $575. Now aside from price and portability, the cool thing about this PC is it does come with Windows 11 pre-installed, and I was able to flash Linux on there within a matter of minutes from my USB drive. You can also get it pre-configured in a few different ways. Mine is the AM20. I thought that one was the most usable PC that they offered. It comes in silver, gray, or black. You can choose that, as well as your RAM. I have 32 gig maxed out, and my SSD internal drive is 512 gigabytes. And I have the US version. You can also get a UK, an EU, and a JP version. Now I thought it was cool that in the box you also get a full-size HDMI cable. It's about 3 feet long. Now the AM20 doesn't come with a keyboard, a mouse, or a monitor. It does come with 4 USB 3.0 ports, 1 Type-C port on the far left. On the back of the AM20 we have the power port input here for AC adapter, which is a pretty nice size. It has 2.5 Ethernet cable ports here and here, 2 of those, 2 HDMI ports, and 2 more USB 3.0 ports on the back. And guys, when I was saying that this was a mini PC, it is super mini. It is about 4.25 inches wide by 4.25 inches and about 1.5 inches tall from top to bottom. And I have to say, one of my favorite options is the fact that it does have this trapdoor. It is on hinges, so if you get your fingernail underneath the front part of it, it will lift up and reveal the inside of the computer, which you now have 2 extra SSD slots, and you can upgrade this all the way up to about 4 terabytes. And should this motherboard die on you, you can replace it. The HDMI cable that came with it was a little bit short for me because my TV is over on the wall, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in the HDMI cable there. It's about a 6-foot cable over to my TV on the wall, and let's go ahead and fire it up by pressing the start button here, and we're going to load up Linux. You can see AMI load up here, and this is going to take us straight to Linux, but this machine does come with a Windows 11 operating system already flashed on here, which is kind of cool. If you just want to have a PC that plugs into the wall, plug in your Ethernet to it, or Wi-Fi, it already automatically is installed. So that's super nice that it works out like that. I was pretty impressed that it had that on there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and log into Linux and just kind of run around Linux for you for a second here and show you how that works out. And it loads up pretty quick. So that's how fast Linux loads up. This is Pop! OS, and probably one of the slimmer, lighter operating distros out there. You can get a bunch of different versions of Linux if you want, and a lot of them are free. So it's open source. They have updates and communities surrounding all of these different types of distributions. So I happen to like the Pop! OS. I'm also wanting to try out some lighter ones like Puppy OS. And there's also Ubuntu, which a lot of people use, but I prefer this one, and it installed on here really within a matter of minutes. Now, I thought it was super convenient to just have this install so quickly, so I'm just going to open up Firefox for you real quick and show you how fast things can move around on here. I mean, this is almost on par with something like Chrome OS, if you're kind of familiar with that. This doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but it is very streamlined. You can also run Betaflight and things like that. If you want to work on your quad, say you want to bring this along with you on a trip, this would be an easy thing to just kind of throw in a bag and not have to pack your entire laptop. But you will have to find a TV or something to hook it up to when you get to your destination. I mean, the cool thing is that you don't have to have a monitor. You can just hook this up to any old TV with an HDMI port on it, and most of them do have that nowadays. If you happen to have an old monitor laying around, or you wanted to use, say, up to 2 to 3 different monitors, you can also do that. So let's just go over to Betaflight and let's see if we can download the Linux version of Betaflight. Let's see if it'll work on here. So I'm going to click on downloads. If you go to betaflight.com, it'll give you links over to the configuration tool. So we'll just go ahead and click on latest configurator releases, and then we'll go to the Mac, the PC, or you can get the Linux version. So they should have all the configurators here, and we'll install the one that's for this operating system, which is Linux. We'll just go down to the bottom here until we see the configurator that we need, depending on which version you have, but we're looking for Linux here today, so I'm going to click on that, Linux 64 Portable. download that. And after that downloads, we'll go ahead and open it up in real time. Just go ahead and show all the downloads there. There is my folder. And let's double click that and let's unzip that. Now once that's done, we're going to show the files, and let's go ahead and open up the Betaflight configurator. Let's just see if it works straight out of the box here. So there it is. Now I can use Betaflight on another computer in my house. This is awesome. But the cool thing is I can take this on the road and use it while I'm away. So I could go on and on about this little mini PC for a while, but I just kind of want to summarize things and give you kind of my feedback on it. I mean, as far as the price goes, around $500. It's not the cheapest mini PC out there in the world, but they have some pretty cool stuff on their website. If you go look at their website, they have some pretty sick little gamer ones that stand up on the vertical. They have LEDs, they have all kinds of different bells and whistles, and they're putting enough ports on here to be able to do a lot of cool stuff. I also saw on this AM20 page that you could have 3 monitors at once, and I think the way they're saying that is you have 2 HDMI ports and you have a USB-C output right there up to 8K. It supports 4K on the HDMI outputs, which is pretty stinking nice. And we have 2.5 gigabyte Ethernet cable plugged in here, so I'm getting my maximum internet speed on this little guy as well. But I will have to warn you, if you install some type of Linux or something like that on here, you may disable your Wi-Fi card, because once I installed Pop! OS, my Wi-Fi card was disabled. So that's one drawback of my setup here, but I do have it partitioned so I can go back to Windows 11 and I can take access to my Wi-Fi. But honestly, most times I don't need it. But when I go on the road, I'm gonna need to flip back to Windows 11 because I'm probably gonna need to use Wi-Fi when I'm on the road. But the cool thing is I can plug my HDMI cable into any hotel TV and have my Betaflight on the road in pretty small package. I just need to bring along my mouse and my little trusty keyboard over there. But I also saw on their website that they do have a 30-day refund and return policy and a 3-year warranty. Oh, and one last thing that this little PC will do is it will wirelessly charge your phone. So if you set your phone on top of this little guy, it has a built-in 10-watt wireless charging for your devices that do wireless charging. So that's pretty cool. But it's a fun little PC. It's worth the money, and you can get a cheaper one if you want to. So if you need a backup computer or you need a brand new computer for $200, check out AceMagic's website. I'll put the link down below. We're an affiliate. If you enjoyed this video, you want to grab a mini PC, maybe have one more PC in the house or get your kid a birthday present, please do use my link. And hopefully you enjoy this information. I enjoyed doing it, and I want to say thanks to AceMagic for sending us one to review so you guys can check it out. More e-bike reviews, skateboards, scooters, and drone videos coming up on the channel, and now maybe some more mini PCs. I will keep you guys in the loop. Take care. I'm Justin Davis, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.